I want to take a couple of steps back to February 2018, where the then Finance Minister Arun Jaitley rose to present his budget. And within that, there lay a surprise. There was a much more protectionist nature to his budget. In fact, if I have the number correct, there was a customs duty raise on as many as 46 items. I want you to walk us through that period in 2018 to where we are now in terms of whether or not you think those decisions have done something good or have made a major step forward either for manufacturing or for India's export potential.
That speech which you mentioned of Finance Minister Jaitley was in the context of growing for protectionist sentiment or growing protectionist actions all around the world. And there was some unilateral action, as you remember, from the US on which slapped tariffs and raised tariffs pretty steeply on imports from China, which they subsequently expanded to other countries as well, including the European Union. And there was a tit for tat action from China as well. So it seemed as if the world was entering into a somewhat more protectionist phase. Of course, partly concerned because of the domestic employment and industrial situation. And in India, also, I think what is happening is that, as you know, the trade remedies that we have been using, and especially for countries where imports are coming into India at below cost of production, and that trend was increasing, and therefore, and the remedy for that was anti-dumping duties, which is actually a quasi-judicial procedure that you got to demonstrate, you got to give evidence, there are hearings, there are counter hearings, and the whole process takes 6 to 9 months. There are, of course, other remedies available which don't take as long. So the context was that of raising. But indeed, it was somewhat of a surprise, and economists, of course, were not exactly enthused because the long journey of steadily decreasing tariffs from early 1991, I think we saw this was kind of a reversal. And I believe from 2013 onwards, not just 18, if you look at the last 5-6 years, the overall average tariffs have gone up by 5 percentage points. So it's not only that speech, but that trend has been seen over the last 5-6 years. And that is, I would say, a little worrying because all said and done, India's exports also have an import content. So to the extent that when we increase import tariffs, we also make the production of those export items to the extent that these imports are on intermediate goods which go in production of exports. To that extent also, there's an increase in cost of production, and therefore it can be it can be like a de facto export tax. So we have to be careful and selective and strategic about these protectionist actions.